Hello. Welcome to the third episode of AirCon. I'm your host, Chem, or one of two hosts.
And it's Aphottix.
Yep.
Alright, let's chill out and relax. So,
Yeah.
first thing we want to
I
do is, it's June 6th, and this is really important to a lot of people in the US, especially people with military backgrounds in the family. Today is the 77th anniversary of the D-Day invasion in World War II.
Yep, and I'm not gonna lie, I just learned that it was the 77th anniversary of that about 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's weird to think about that it was that long ago.
Yeah, because, like, you watch movies like Saving Private Ryan and stuff, and, like, there's at least one game every year that just, like, reminds you about D-Day. So in your head, it's kind of like, it feels recent, even though, like, neither of us were, like, alive for that.
Yeah,
If we were
our
to
parents
combine
weren't
our
even
ages, it
a
still wouldn't.
thought.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of crazy to think about,
Yeah, it's honestly surprising, and it also, if you're in touch with history, you know it's a recent event with that in air quotes, but it's not that recent, and it feels weird to remind that it's only 77 years.
Oh, yeah.
So
God. Yeah.
enough with
Crazy.
the sad talk. Let's get into the gaming.
Yeah, enough with people dying. Let's talk about Xbox Game Pass.
You want to take it
All
off?
Yeah, I will. Over this past week, Aphottix and we started playing Knockout City, which is technically an EA Play game, but if you have Game Pass, you have EA Play, so it's whatever. Knockout City is a fucking banger. I cannot recommend it enough.
It is incredibly fun.
Oh yeah, it's dodgeball with a very Pixar-esque art style.
Yeah, especially coming off of playing stuff in Destiny like Trials of Osiris, you feel almost ready for it.
Yeah, especially since it's kind of like a relaxed game, but it still has a lot of deep mechanics. Well, okay, it's one of those like easy to learn, hard to master games, and I really like that. Like there are different ways you could like throw your ball. There are different ways you can knock out people. Really getting into the spirit of dodgeball, like
Yeah.
picking up your friends and turning them into bombs. It's quite the blast.
Yeah, it's a really fun game, and I've enjoyed playing it.
Oh yeah. We actually have a crew on there now. I think we have like I remember after you got off, I added some of the other dudes in there.
Yeah, you
So
added some of our friends. I saw. I went on a little bit
yeah.
yesterday and played a few solo matches. I'm up to rank 8.
Oh really?
Yeah,
We should do competitive soon. Yeah,
I'd be
we
down.
should live stream that actually. If anyone's listening to this, live stream it. Also, I think you're streaming this to the wrong channel, but that's okay.
I don't think I am.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, this is being streamed on AirCon.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Is my
we are
friend just...
finally on our own YouTube.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay.
Yep. We finally made it to our own channel. We were supposed to launch one last week, but sadly you have to wait 24 hours after creating a channel to make a, a live stream possible. So we had to push back the inaugural stream of the new channel back a week to episode 3.
Yeah. Do you think we should like post the archives of 2 and 1 on here?
I will download them and post them in archive.
Dude, that's gonna be a long download.
That's going to be a long download and it will kill my computer, but I'll do it for this podcast.
Yeah. Do it for the Vine.
Yeah, so Knockout City is really fun. It's pretty chaotic, but it's all in all enjoyable. Being able to turn your friends into these weapons of ball destruction and the absolute chaos of 3v3 in only 3 rounds is
Yeah,
really
or
fun.
tackling people, grabbing their balls, and then throwing their balls at their friends. It's an experience.
Double entendre not intended.
Was perfectly intended.
Okay, then it was. So,
Also, I have with me the weirdest flex. known
oh,
to man.
I have a fun flex for you. If I can get my camera
Oh,
on,
you
there's
do?
something I got to show you.
All right. You. Oh, okay. Well, you're fiddling with your camera. I'll present my flex. Right? You ready?
All right.
You hear that? Oh yeah,
I
I
don't hear
got
it.
myself a new air conditioner. I don't know if you could hear it, but
AirCon's got itself actual air conditioning.
yeah, it is a very good air conditioner. It cooled my room in seconds. Nice since the summer heat's starting to come out. You know.
Yeah, well, my camera isn't working, and it sucks because it never works when we record. But for my 20th birthday, my mom wanted to get me a present from Elder Scrolls.
Oh, oh shit! Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. I saw your text this morning that you got like an Elder Scrolls loot crate,
Yeah,
and I purposely didn't say anything because I wanted to like have a genuine reaction to some of the stuff on the podcast.
I have in this, I've already opened it. I wore the t-shirt that I came with yesterday. It was one based off of Flames of Ambition. So we have,
Oh shit! Really?
yeah, we have a t-shirt from the most recent content update for Xbox, not including PC. I also have the Daedric Prince of God mask replica.
Ooh, okay.
This very
Okay.
kabuki mask style, brown, black, and silver. It looks really nice and it feels really
Oh,
cool.
I might be mistaken, but if my infinite Morrowind knowledge serves me correct, I think that's one of the Daedric helmets because okay. There are four types of Daedric helmets in Morrowind. One of them's the standard one, and there are three unique ones, all based off of like different things. I think there's like Fury, God, and then something else.
Yeah,
But
this
like
is
they all have
God.
different
This
facial
is
expressions.
the Mask of
Yeah.
God from Morrowind.
What you should do is just send a picture of it in the general chat. If you
Yeah.
can.
Pardon the quality while I'm taking pictures of everything, and pardon the wait. So
Alright.
I am taking pictures of everything in sequential order and uploading them. So you
Wait,
will
have we
see
figured
them.
out how to like put them in to the podcast
Yeah,
thing?
I already got it set up.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go. Rad.
All I have to do is take a picture and post it. Oh, nope, sent it to you. Gotta post it in the actual chat.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So
That's
if you
rad
look
as hell.
right here in the text channel, this is the mask that I got. This is the
Oh,
Daedric
yeah.
Prince of God from Morrowind.
Yeah, that's fucking radical.
Yep.
The only thing I have, and I can't find this shirt, and it sucks because it's actually really comfortable. It's Young Scrolls merch. I don't know if you know who he is, but he makes like Elder Scrolls parody videos.
I know what it is.
Yeah,
You've
but I got this shirt from him. It's the Sprite logo, but instead of saying Sprite, it says Skooma.
nice.
It is an incredibly comfortable
Here's
shirt.
the next one.
Oh shit, is that a glove? What is it?
This is a coin purse or a pencil case.
Oh shit.
This one's really fun to have. I will probably be using this when I finally go back to college.
Yeah, I was about to say this is like a perfect thing to get now that the pandemic's finally ending.
Yeah. Here is the next one. This is cool because it's a lot of stuff my parents don't know and stuff that me and Evan fanaticize about. We have a little scamp pin.
Hey.
And lastly, if I can do this one-handed, I will. You can already hear it on the mic. But it is 3 ceramic bowls of the Storm, Frost, and Fire Atronachs.
Oh my god. That's sweet. That's rad.
Let me
Man,
take one last
while
picture.
you're taking this picture, let me see if I can get an image of that mask from Morrowind.
And there is the last one. Not the cleanest photo, but it shows off what it is.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yep, so the middle one is Fire Atronach, right one is Storm, and the left one is Frost.
Alright, hang on. Okay. I don't want to save that, I just want to copy it. Alright. I'm putting in the chat now what the Daedric Face of God looks like in-game. Like its in-game model. It is 2002, so like you got to excuse the jank.
Yeah, but if you compare that exactly to what I got, it's really close.
Yeah, and just for reference, I'm going to post a picture of the standard Daedric helmet. Because a lot of people, when it comes to variants of pre-existing helmets, a lot of people think of Skyrim, where it's either reskins or just, like, Ancient Nord. But yeah, there's, like, a really clear difference between the two of them.
Yeah, you can see it a lot.
Oh yeah.
So now we're going to be going back to what the majority of this podcast will be focusing on, and that is
Elder Scrolls Online, baby. I uh
it's
I
2 days away, and I'm
finally
excited.
yeah, I got my ESO Plus, and that's a story in and of itself. I walked 18 miles 2 days ago.
Jesus.
Um, not just to get the ESO Plus. You know, I like to keep in shape. But on my way back, I hit up CVS, got me an Xbox gift card.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, but I got ESO Plus, and I've just been storming through DLCs and chapters. I'm on Clockwork City right now because I'm on a new character. I switched over my mains. One thing I will say to people like just going in, if you want to like play previous chapters and stuff before like Blackwood releases, even if you skip through everything, you can't. Right? And there's one thing why. Greymore is a pain in the ass. It took me 12 hours to beat Greymore, like just skipping through all the dialogue.
It's a long DLC, and it feels personally like it's one of the best so far.
Yeah, I feel like my only problem is every DLC has it, or every like major chapter has its own caveat, and I'm curious to see what Blackwood might falter on a bit more than I am to see what it's good with. And I know that sounds kind of cynical, but like, think about it. Vardenfell was great because it utilized that ESO as a prequel. However, it
Yeah.
faltered in the fact that its like narrative storytelling was kind of shot a little bit. Somerset is cool because its locations and its like textures are really rich, really nice to look at. Too bad its story sucks dog shit, right?
Yeah. The story is pretty
Breaks
subpar,
breaks
and
every feasible law of continuity, right?
yeah, it pretty much
Yeah.
says that this game exists in its own pocket universe, which is annoying.
Mhm. As for Elsewhere, if Elsewhere didn't end on a cliffhanger, it would be this game's perfect DLC
Oh,
because
hands down.
it is so fucking bonkers, and I love it. I just I adore it. I adore everything about it. Like I haven't even fully done a run through like all of Elsewhere, but like most of the stuff I've seen, because I remember after I got out of ESO, I just watched like an online playthrough of the rest of it. It is crazy. You send dragons to the moon. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
if you complete both Northern and Southern Elsewhere, you finally get an ending to it. But even then, it's still left on
Yeah,
a cliffhanger.
you shouldn't have to. That being said, I do think Southern Elsewhere is a pretty good DLC, but it should have just been Elsewhere. Like it, we should have just gotten that landmass. I think the worst offender of all that though, and it's a DLC that I'm not even gonna touch till after Blackwood. Markarth. Despite Markarth being hands down favorite hold in Skyrim, I just don't like it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty. That's about all
It's
that's going
pretty.
for it.
Yeah, but its quests are almost pretentiously long.
Yeah,
Like it's like 2 hours for a single quest.
there's 5 story quests throughout the whole thing after the introductory quest, which is just, oh hey, welcome to the city. Your quest's done. It is
Yeah.
long and tiresome.
Oh yeah. The only cool thing about Markarth is that bit with the library. I really like that. I'm a sucker for anything dwarven. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. What are some of my other thoughts? Oh yeah. I've specifically been doing quests for characters that I know are coming back because I know we saw a pre-release thing a while ago. Keep in mind, I have purposely avoided anything about PC because it's already out on PC. But
Yeah. Anything that we can avoid
Mhm.
without our friend spoiling it to us.
Yeah, I know Alchemy's coming back, so I went and for the first time I did the Relendil quest line on Somerset. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Or just quest. I wish it was a quest line. It is so fun. It's amazing. Have you ever done it?
I on ESO I have.
Oh, dude. Just for anyone listening, the whole premise is, in order to find this mage's missing brother, you need to basically disguise yourself and invade a school of actors
Yeah,
called the
I
House
remember
of
that one.
Revelry. Oh yeah, it is so fun. Like you're throwing knives. There's a bit where you gotta like drum to the beat of someone dancing.
I failed
you
that
gotta
quest
like.
so many times.
Oh my god, I did it first try. I'm an actor at heart, baby.
Only because I was speedrunning through the whole quest line because I wasn't bothering and I
Yeah.
wanted to get Hero Somerset.
Oh yeah, there's also a part where you gotta hype someone up, and the best part is after each person they ask you a question, and the goal is to not be truthful. The goal is to pick the dialogue option that's just the most interesting. I love it. I like there's one woman who asks you, "So, where are you from?" And then one of your dialogue options is, "I was I was born in Cold Harbor, and I played hide and seek with Molag Bal's nephew." Right, and then there's another one where you could just like start flirting with this bitch for like 5 minutes. It's great. I love it.
So it's
And
like you're
I
playing
can't wait
hide
to
and
see how
seek with
people
Molag Grunda's fucking cousin.
Yeah, dude, children of Cold Harbor, like, are so common, and like a lot of people get that confused with like Daughters of Cold Harbor, which is like its own thing.
And that's the
But
actual vampire
yeah,
line.
those are vampire lords. Children of Cold Harbor. Every game we've seen them in, they've just been winged Twilights, but we know that not every winged Twilight is a child of Cold Harbor. Like
Yeah,
all
it's
children
like
of Cold
every
Harbor are winged
rectangle.
Twilights.
It's like every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square,
Yeah.
which is confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So, without us knowing anything, all I know is the few things that we've been shown by our friend Carter. I am really excited to see what these homes have to offer and to see what Leowin will hold.
Oh,
All I
and
know,
Gideon.
all I know is that the actual place is called Blackwood, and I am really excited to see exactly what this keep has to hold. Because there is one house that I have been saving up for a long time, and I've been wanting to get an actual castle in game. I think that would be really fun.
Right.
And the one that I've been going after was originally the not the Grand Citric Manor. That's a villa. Lynchall Grand Manor. That's what I think it's called.
Right, but that only comes out like
That comes out once every 2 years.
yeah. I thought it was once every year. What? It's once every 2 years?
It might be once every year, but I know it rotates out with the what's it called? The Den from the Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Or it might be every 6 months. One of them
Mhm.
comes out and they rotate. So I've been wanting to
I
get
think
one of
it's every
them.
year. I've only seen that like available once.
Yeah. Well, during the most recent Dark Brotherhood event, it was available.
Yeah, but it's like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, it is 14,000 crowns, and it's beautiful furnished. It's really
Oh
nice
yeah.
looking, having a
Well,
custom
I
pool.
feel like the inside is really nice furnished, but like the outside still feels like a little barren.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine because it's supposed to be the equivalent of a guild hall. It's supposed to be filled up with stuff for your friends.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
But Raven Panther, I think it was Panther Claw Manor or something. One moment. Panther Fang Chapel. That's what it is. It is
Right.
more or less a fortress with a church as its keep. It is absolutely amazing. It is so pretty to look at, and it's either going to be 13,000 crowns or 15,000.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and if it's
I,
13,
I remember I was flipping my shit over the house in Markarth, but it was just like so expensive. I could have afforded it, but I was like, I actually want to furnish this thing.
yeah. How
Yeah,
much
but I
was
ended up
that?
going
Like
with the amount.
13,000?
It was about like
It was
I
like
think it was
13,000 unfurnished.
yeah, I think it was 15,000 unfurnished and like 17,000 furnished, and I had enough for it. But I was like, I want to furnish this, so and I also wanted like a guild hall, like place to chill,
Yeah,
for like the
a
whole
more or
group.
less a friend home for all of
Yeah,
us.
yeah, and I got the Amaya Lake Lodge, and that turned out great because now we have a bunch of shit in it. And by the way, today I just got the precursor, so now we have a target dummy in there
Oh,
too.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you immediately started taking your hiatus from ESO, the merchant went on sale.
Oh,
I
really?
was so close to buying it for you, but I remembered. Okay, Blackwood might have a castle. It now does. I want to save up for that. I almost dropped
Yeah.
like 3,800 crowns just to get it for you.
Oh, by the way,
I
by the way.
wanted to so badly, but I
Right.
didn't.
You gotta save up for the castle, man.
Yeah.
By the way, Hirsch told me something. Apparently, ZeniMax, they're adding a new merchant into the thing, and it's another Alfiq.
That's awesome.
I don't know if it's like rad or like if I want to feel a little disappointed because right now we have two Elfiques and just a Redguard woman. You
Yeah.
know, I don't. I kind of want like a scamp.
For those
I feel like
who
a
don't
scamp or a
know,
Daedra.
I don't think so. For those who don't know, in our guild hall, we have a merchant's gate, a merchant's cart that you're able to buy stuff at. We haven't gotten a merchant yet, but we thought it'd be fun to get an Elfique and put it into the stand itself.
Right. We've yet to get the Elfique.
Yeah.
One of these days.
But as soon as we
One
do,
of these.
we are definitely putting it in there.
Oh yeah, because we already have a banker. He's up there. We got Typhus because okay, I got Typhus not because like he's a Dunmer and he fits with the general aesthetic of the house. No, I got it because I like variety, right? And I knew if I were gonna get like the normal like banker guy, I needed to get the Elfique, right? Because why would you? Oh geez, I accidentally muted and deafened myself. But why would you pass up on that? You know,
It's also your Dunmer supremacist.
I am a Dunmer supremacist, best race.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
I tell myself every day, best race.
Uh, what are you
Yeah,
hoping to see in Blackwood?
a good content.
Yeah,
Uh,
good content. I know we're never going to get this, but I want eventually in one Elder Scrolls game to be able to have this large open battle. With the Series X still steadily coming out, hopefully soon,
you
no
playing
longer being
Oblivion?
in shortage, have this power to make it a large battle.
Right. The closest thing we've gotten in the series is Oblivion, the Battle of Bruma. You and like a bunch of dickhead guards, just outside Bruma, just like absolutely demolishing a bunch of Daedric dudes. And at the end of that, I loved that quest line for one reason. Minor Oblivion spoilers. After you do that battle, after you complete that mission, there is a statue built in your honor that you can see, and it's a perfect replica of you at that time in your armor
That's
that
cool.
you wore. Yeah, the way they got away with this is pretty funny. Instead of like doing some like advanced coding, no, the statue is just a copy of the player character, but like frozen, given God mode, and then put a stone texture on it.
Right, yeah, and you can slash kill it and see it just disappear.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't just disappear; it just like ragdolls.
Yeah, it ragdolls and it's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but seeing large battles is cool, but there's also PvP, and we know from even on like standard Xbox One, it could handle like a bunch of people in one group absolutely demolishing each other. You
Yeah,
know?
especially if you have a questline to where it will go into specifically one area. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like if you had the vampire questline where you are stuck in a solo area, having a large open battle would be cool. Or like during the original tutorial where you're breaking out a cold harbor,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
where you're
speaking of
leading that.
tutorials, when Blackwood comes out, we could when making new characters, you could choose what tutorial you want to do. Love that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I am very excited to see that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's like a lot to be excited for. For me, I cannot wait to see the whack ass armors they come up with because if the dungeons are anything to go by, Waking Flame stuff, I love it. I love Waking Flame so much. They're wearing like a JoJo's level fucking skimpy armor for males, and I love that. Right? I want to look like fucking Giorno Giovanna with a BDSM fetish. I shouldn't have said that because Giorno's like 15, but like a fully legal Giorno Giovanna with BDSM fetish. You know what
Great.
I mean? Yeah, there's a house guest out right now that's wearing it. It's this Imperial guy whose like backstory is that he joined the Waking Flame to impress a girl, but then he got kicked out. Or it's either he got kicked out or he left because he was scared. One of the two, and now he just chills at your place. You get him? There's like 10 sample lines. It's crazy, you know?
Yeah. The Elder Scrolls is such an interesting game due to its lore.
Oh my god, yeah. My neighbors are doing some lawn mowing. Elder Scrolls lore is amazing. I love it so much. I feel like it just separates itself a lot from a lot of other like fantasy settings, and that's mainly because it's not afraid to be really wacky.
It's
And I
also
and I
it's
and I
also
love
not
that.
afraid to not be Tolkien, because when you have a lot of your fantasy games,
Not be Tolkien anymore. I mean, there was like the straight up like what was it called, Mithril armor set, which was just like all Tolkien.
yeah,
They retconned it out of the lore, which is crazy.
yeah, but like most of the time when you play stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, which is what Elder Scrolls is semi based on, or you play any kind of fantasy game, most of the time it's either based off of Warhammer or it's based off of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, which isn't a bad thing, but having something like Elder Scrolls decide to take a leap of faith, retcon anything Tolkien style out of existence, and do its own thing is really cool.
Oh yeah. One interesting thing about Elder Scrolls, it's one of the few things that I know that has two fourth walls, like in a narrative sense. There, there's the standard fourth wall, which is like knowing that you're in a fictional setting, and then
Yeah,
there's the
Vivek.
yeah, then there's the well, no, Vivek can't do that. That's a common misconception. Nobody can do that. However, they can break the other fourth wall, which is knowing what their universe is comprised of, because like the
Yeah.
entirety of the Elder Scrolls universe is actually a multiverse that instead of being just these like cosmic entities, is all just a bunch of dreams from like these all powerful like beings who are just asleep.
Of
They're
course
called the
it is.
sleepers. Yeah, and the people who know about this, in lore, the weight of that knowledge just it makes them think themselves out of existence. So like
Oh, the concept of Kim.
yeah, out of history. It's crazy. Hang on.
You never happened, and you never will happen. That's more or less the concept of it, and it's both really cool and genuinely terrifying if that was possible in real life.
Yeah, no, yeah, because like they get written out of everything. Like their family forgets who they are, everyone forgets who they are, and they're just nothing. And then on the flip side of that, there's like Kim. Like if you could handle that knowledge, you just become this like all being thing. This enigma of an entity. Or you could be like the tribunal and they just kill somebody for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tribunal are super interesting too. I really like that concept of religions without faith because the dudes are right there. Like you go up and talk to
Yeah.
Vivek, like he accepts visitors. You know,
So the cell only accepts the worthy and
not really the worthy. So like going through clockwork, so still just he doesn't accept anyone. Like when people talk about him, he's like, yeah, he comes down every once in a while, but mostly he keeps to himself. Almalexia, on the other hand, dude, I hate Almalexia so much. Like,
complete
and I know that's the
narcissist.
point. Yeah, like I know the point is that none of them are perfect. Like Vivek's a narcissist and is kind of a creep. Almalexia is insanely power hungry and kind of full of grief, thus making her like morally corrupt. And Sotha Sil is just too much of a recluse for the amount
Yeah.
of power that he has. That being said, Sotha Sil is definitely like the better of the three, easily.
He's also at times the most humble.
Yeah,
Emphasis
debatable
of at times.
at times. Yeah, kind of strange, you know. Yeah, but Blackwood, man. The whole companion system, I guarantee they're probably just gonna rip it from Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's not a bad thing, right? I just
Yeah,
hope
you love SWOTOR.
yeah, I love it. I just hope the quests associated with the companions are compelling, right? Because in SWOTOR, what happens is they'll be like, "Hey, I need to talk to you," and then they give you the spiel on,
Yeah.
"Wow, I think you're really cool." Conversation over, or "Wow, you're getting really mean, and I don't like that." Conversation over, right? I hope it's kind of like a mix between that and something like Mass Effect, where you get like full on like missions and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that it's much more dynamic than a completely linear story.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like the main offender of this was kind of none really falter from that, but Somerset was a pretty linear story.
Yeah, Somerset was also like really long. I don't like that in Greymore. I'd rather have like 29 short quests than like five really long quests. You know,
Markarth was
yeah, in a
really
part of a
linear
quest
and
line.
painfully long.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because like I prefer because like completing quests, you get that dopamine boost from like getting gold and stuff, but it feels like you're doing more. Like with longer quests, it just feels like a very long like string. You know, like Greymore doesn't feel satisfying. When I play Greymore, I feel like an errand boy
Yeah,
for
it
other
was
people.
also 18 quests, and all of those quests were
It was
really
eight quests.
painfully
Yeah,
long.
8 quests, all of them
18.
super duper long. No, it was only 8.
It was
Greymore
only
had
8?
8. Yeah, Greymore had 8 super
What?
duper long quests. Yeah,
And Markarth had 5 super long quests.
yeah.
And I understand the main thing of quality over quantity. I respect that, and I will always want that. But, jeez, there's a thing called too much.
Oh yeah.
And I know it's always quantity or quality, but you don't have to have 8 really long, phenomenal quests. You can have 12 semi long, pretty alright quests, and you'll still be satisfied. Or at least I think so.
Mhm. Yeah, drifting away from ESO for just a second. I want to talk about like some smaller games, like either double A or indie games that I'm kind of excited for.
Alright.
Right? Scorn. Even before it was announced to be Series X and S exclusive, I have been following Scorn for the longest time because I believe it to be artistically one of the most groundbreaking horror games of this generation. And
You
when it
love
comes
horror,
out,
I don't.
yeah, when Scorn comes out, I guarantee it will remain unmatched for the longest time. Last time this happened, in my opinion, was Resident Evil 7, right? And before that, it was Dead Space.
Yeah.
You know, Scorn, for anyone who's unaware, is a first-person horror action game set in a hellish universe that is very inspired by the works of H.R. Giger. If you don't know who that is, he's the dude who designed the xenomorph from Alien. So
Oh,
everything's
wow.
kind of this biomechanical nightmare, and it's like despite having a very horrific setting, it's quite beautiful to look at the artistry that went into all of its designs and its locales. Also, it was the only game featured in the Xbox showcase to feature cum, which is a
Jesus.
very good selling point. Um, like everything there is living, and it's just so strange but beautiful at the same time. Like your gun is a screaming like monster thing that you put little like eyeball things into, and you shoot them out. It's dude, it's messy, man. But I love it here. I'm gonna pull up some promotional for Scorn, avoiding any cum because I don't want this
Yeah.
to get taken down, right? Just to
Yeah.
kind of get a feel for like what it's trying to go with. Can't do that image because those are two mountain people fucking.
Of
Yeah,
course there is.
if you just search up Scorn, like one of the first images is like
Not safe
these
for work.
weird. Yeah, and if you scroll down, you can find
The more safe for
the
work stuff.
no the cock dribbling cum. Anyways,
Uh,
here's the like the promotional banner thing for it. Like you just see it's like it's aesthetic really shining
wow.
in that one image. Yeah. I'm not really hyped for horror games. I wasn't even hyped for Resident Evil 8 that much. Like yeah, tall lady's hot, but like it's not really enough for me to buy a game over.
I mean, Yes, Lady Dimitrescu, everyone was completely fantasizing over her. The internet blew up.
Yeah, but now it's all about Samsung Sam.
Yeah, probably my favorite villain from that is honestly Heisenberg.
You like Heisenberg?
Yeah, this kind of Nicolas Cage meets Magneto.
Yeah, I get that. I really like. I can't remember which daughter it was, but the daughter with like the blood all over her mouth.
Uh, Angie,
I think she was pretty pog.
the marionette lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Angie. Yeah, I'm looking
Ye-
at the artwork for Scorn. This is horror at probably its finest.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so good. I love it so much. Just like the character model too, like all of this like weird faces on the wall and shit.
Yeah, it's like steampunk beats actual horror.
Oh yeah. Another very similar game, but not as like steeped into the roots. The Medium, which is on Game Pass. I can't play it right now because it is the first Series X and S exclusive title. I don't even think it's on PC. Um, you can only play it if you have one of those consoles. And at the end of the month, I'm getting myself one. I've been trying to find a Series X to no avail, but there is a single Series S that no one has picked up in my area. And if I can't find an X, I'm just hit up that.
Yeah, and it sucks
X.
because Walmart even admitted to marking them
Yeah,
as third party and reselling the Series X at $950.
yeah. Here's how I see it. I don't have a 4K TV. I have a pretty nice TV, but it's
I have
not
a
a
4K
4K,
TV downstairs.
right? So the only thing that would really bug me is that lack of a disk drive because I play MK11 a bit. I have that on disk. I'd have to buy it again.
Yeah.
Sucks. And also a lot of my backwards compatible games I wouldn't have access to. Like I wouldn't be able to play like almost all of the 8 Assassin's Creed games that I own. I think the only 2 that I have digital are Origins Syndicate and Unity. The only 3. Actually, wait, no, I think I have Unity on disc. So I
Yeah.
had 2. I had only 2 of them. Saints Row. I luckily I have 2 downloaded, and 2 was the best one. So that's good. Yeah, but most of my games are digital anyway. It's fine, and I, I don't I don't need a 4K TV right now. The thing I am most excited about isn't any of the games on next gen. It's that all of the games that support next gen have an FOV slider on them, and oh my lord, I am so excited to play Destiny 2 and FOV that doesn't suck major dick and balls.
Yeah. You're excited for stuff like ESO, Blackwood, and rightfully so I am as well.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
also
can't wait to
really
see
excited
Raptor.
because um we are getting also a major update for stuff like Red Dead coming out later this summer, where we're finally getting robberies and heists, and
Mm-hmm.
possibly even open world heists like passenger trains.
That would be pretty pog.
Which is nice because me and a group of friends that I play with on Red Dead, we exclusively get on trains. It's our favorite thing to do, so being able to rob that and defend that is going to be really fun.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to this generation of stuff. I Part of me says I'm gonna be honest. There's part of me that wants to say, "Oh, I can't wait. Ah, it's gonna be great." But then there's another part of me that's like,
Nervous?
well, yeah, because it's like it's gonna be a lot more of the same for a bit. I feel like things won't actually feel next gen until like 2023.
Yeah.
Right. And to think that Sony is already thinking about making like another PlayStation right now of all times, that's
When you
also
can't
kind
get
of
a
sickening.
PS5 or Xbox.
Yeah, you can't even get a PS5. What in their like what are they thinking? Thinking that yeah, we could get away with releasing another one. So one, it's just gonna be like more of an insult to the people who don't have it, and the people who managed to got it, they'd feel cucked. Like
Yeah, they also
it's
the scalpers are going to be rich at this point.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I don't think it's great either on Microsoft's part being like, yeah, we could make the storage bigger, or we could sell it for $200. Right? I'm not giving that the slip either. However,
Yeah,
if I had to choose, $200 for
2 terabytes of
yeah
SSD.
on a console that already starts with a terabyte,
Yeah.
that ain't as bad as releasing a whole other console like amidst shortages.
Yeah, and that's also in addition to the ability to attach a standard hard drive, which can go up to about 2.5 terabytes. So being able to have 3 terabytes SSD and 2 terabytes of standard hard drives, you're not really going to run out of storage.
Oh yeah.
Because I did that with my Xbox One Elite before it broke, and
I
it was
forgot
perfect.
I forgot the Xbox One Elite existed. Like I remember the One S. I remember the One X. What was the Elite? What?
The Elite was the precursor to the One S. It was the ability to test out higher storage spaces over 500 gigs, and being able to market it at 1,000 gigs, and have the ability to attach 2 hard drives. Though what sucks about it is it was not ready for hard drives, and if you ever attached one, you were going to heat up your motherboard like crazy, and that's what happened to mine. I
Ooh.
melted my motherboard out, and it was $400 to get it restored. And this was like a little while before the second wave of Series X's came out, before another shortage. And I thought, oh great, I'll just get the Series X. I talked to my parents about that, and they said they'd rather just me get the Series X.
Right.
And what sucks is there's no Series X's out yet, and the shortage was supposedly set to end in June. So hopefully this month we'll be able to get some.
Hopefully. I honestly, I'm losing hope. I might just go ahead and buy that S.
Yeah,
You
I,
know.
I had the idea of getting an S, but the ability to eventually play in 8K is too enticing, and having 120 FPS on 4K with most games, that's awesome. And having SSD for a terabyte, games are going to launch so
Right.
fast.
I know Battlefront 2. There's a mode where you could put it at 120 on Series X.
Yeah, I saw that Destiny's going to be coming out with one. Right now, only Crucible does. And Red
Yeah.
Dead Redemption is going to be getting that very shortly. Actually, I think on the 8th, along with GTA.
Yeah. You know.
Also, something really cool that's been mentioned, speaking of Red Dead, it's been rumored that Red Dead Redemption 1 will finally be getting a remaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sucks because we're not going to have John O'Crea's uncle. May he rest in peace. But,
Oh shit! Did he die?
yeah, he died, and that's why O'Crea's Run has its name. It was named after him.
Oh, okay.
I'm just really excited to have that, and hopefully they will bring Red Dead Redemption 2 into that game, make it feel like a worthy successor to it. And who knows, maybe in a scene where John gets knocked out, if you have high honor, Arthur will talk to him. Or if you have low honor, Michael will taunt you.
I just cannot wait for Rockstar to start making new games.
I can't wait, but sadly, GTA is getting re-released on the Series X.
Yep, $70, baby.
Yeah,
Woo!
it's not even 60, it's 70. Unless if you already own it, then I
$70.
think it's just a $10
You-
upgrade.
Because, and I quote, making video games is hard now. It's like, bro, you already made it though. Like,
Yeah, how many gigabytes is this going to be? Oh, 500? Oh, great, that's half my Series X. Or some crap. I don't know how intensive the game will be. I just know if they completely overhaul the game, I am going to be excited.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because there's still one thing a lot of people are hoping for in both GTA and Red Dead. The ability for a better character creation for GTA, and the ability to have
that whole
mansions in
parent
both.
and grandparent thing was like, it was interesting. I'll give them that. It's never been done before, but like, I don't know. Sometimes just because something's never been done before
Doesn't mean it's smart to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just excited. Mods are still pouring out on PC, and being able to see stuff like GTA in 4K is really cool.
right. Okay, see, here's something weird that I was not expect. Oh, that's some guy's cock. What the? All right.
Oh,
So
great.
I was on Twitter and I was looking up the trending page for just some more stuff to talk about, and I saw that Sunday Fun Day is trending, and I was like, oh, what's this? And it's just a bunch of half naked people, and in the case of at the Oliver Flynn, he's just hanging on a swing with his cock out.
Great.
Strange, yeah. What? Why would Sunday Fun Day is such like a? Why would you turn this into? Granted, I'm not complaining, right? However, well, you could have like put a different tag on this, you
Just
know?
something a little bit more
Yeah.
appropriate.
What of them that I like? I don't care about appropriate. I just care about funny. And the second thing on this, I love it. It's this dude in this really ominously lit room. Like there's a bunch of sex toys behind him, and he's just like he's in this really tight fitting underwear, and he's holding the phone really weird. He's holding it with like three fingers. Don't show this on stream on stream, or on the stream because it might get us in trouble. But here, just look at how weird this image is. There's
Yeah.
no cocks in it, so don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, like
What
I don't know
the?
what this. Yeah, it's so
I can't
good.
show this on stream even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Unsend that.
All right. I'll delete it. Bro, that's so crazy. And there's like a weird mask in the back. I know exactly what that mask is used for, but it's still weird,
Great.
you know?
Stuff I did
And
not need to know and this chat does not need to
yeah,
see.
it's weird that other than D-Day, this is like the only important thing trending right now.
Is D-Day even trending?
Um, it's 29th trending right now. Above it, much above it, there is Zendaya, who's trending for wearing a suit, and something called Terrence Man. Terrence Mann. That's a person in sports. Who is that? Hang on. Oh, he's a basketball player.
I don't even see that on my trending.
You know?
Mine is Garchump Fupa. Great, I know what that is. Mississippi, Stonewall, Techno, South Alabama.
South Alabama.
Photos
What?
of dried up lakes.
Well, what tab are you
COVID-19,
on Twitter?
Democrat, Trump pants in Diaper Dawn.
Trump pants. Okay, I'll click on Trump pants. I want to know what that's about. Well, what's going on with the Trump pants?
They're making fun of him compared to Biden, based on suit fit
Okay.
alone.
Suit fit alone. You know, that's pretty fair.
And top on trending for me is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced the birth of their daughter.
Wait. I see that. Yeah, for me, it's like number 9.
For me, it's number
trend.
1 on trending, but then again, I follow a lot of British news.
Why do you follow British news?
It's entertaining to look at.
Oh, yeah, seeing those toothless cretins.
Nice.
Yeah. Why they lost war. Oh, yeah, I see Trump pants. Mayweather as well.
Speaking of Mayweather, Logan Paul said that it's not going to be the biggest fight of my life. It's going to be the biggest fight of Floyd's life.
Bro, that's cap.
He's gonna get ripped apart.
I don't even think he'll get ripped apart because like Logan Paul's a pretty big dude.
He's a
Like,
pretty
he's
big
taller
dude,
than
but
Floyd.
he's not even Conor McGregor, who gave Mayweather a run for his money.
Right.
I think Floyd's gonna snap him like a twig.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I don't like Logan Paul. I'm like much like a lot of other people, or at least I only know about him through other sources
And
Like,
through multiple news medias during his suspensions.
I've never actually seen one of his videos. However, from the things I've heard, I could assume that I don't like. Right?
I've seen a
However,
few of his videos just to see, especially
Yeah.
during his his recent scandal a few years ago. That was the only time I really paid attention.
You need to admit he has mass. He has muscle.
He has muscle, but
At least in real life, if you look at this image, we could show it. Like he has very clearly photoshopped abs. Hang on, let me send this.
yeah,
through.
this is something we could show
Yeah,
because somehow YouTube allows this.
yeah. Like there's no way that's real. I mean, look at that.
No, that looks fake.
It's definitely fake. They're shaded two completely different ways. Like look at the.
Yeah, look at the upper pectoral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like, And
Mayweather's
if it
gonna
isn't, Logan
stomp
Paul's got a
Paul.
serious muscle problem, you know?
Yeah, I think Mayweather's gonna absolutely stomp Logan, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah? Alright.
Yeah, if I had money to bet, I would bet.
Right. Oh, hey, I found this meme on Twitter. Let me send it through. And as I send it through, I'm gonna look who it's by. Who made this? Badu Jack. I don't know if he actually made this meme though, because a lot of celebrities just repost other people's memes. However, if you want to see it for yourself,
Ha!
at Badu Jack.
Nice. Yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that,
Yeah.
YouTube. For a second, I thought Logan was Mario. Then I realized that was Jake.
Oh my god, dude. I think it is so hilarious to think about how some Viner has gotten to the point where they're talking shit about Floyd Mayweather and actually fighting them.
Floyd
That is
Mayweather,
hilarious.
who is boxing at this point.
Yeah, I think this whole thing is just hilarious. I can't wait to see more of these showdowns. Every time there is at least like even a minor discrepancy on Twitter, I want to see a boxing match just trending. I want to see Jack Black fighting the president. That's what I want to see.
I think that would kill Biden in 2 seconds.
It would, but I don't know. I feel like that'd be a pretty fair fight. Jack Black is up there in age. You know, no
If you
offense-
give
no
Jack
offense
Black
to
enough
Jack
time,
Black.
he will get shredded.
See, I don't know. I feel like Jack Black, he might not even do it. I think Jack Black's just content where he is now. Have you seen his YouTube?
He has not posted a lot.
Yeah, but the stuff he has posted have been like enigmas to man. They've been
Always.
strange. Oh yeah, I love that about him. I also love how his channel is called Jablinski Games. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool that he's paying homage to Tenacious D.
Yeah. Do you think they'll ever make a new Tenacious D record?
I don't know, because he's still friends with the other guy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And like that's usually not the case for most fans, you know.
Yeah, especially
Or most
after
fans,
all
sorry.
this time.
Yeah, because I think about like stuff like System of a Down. The lead singer was just like, yeah, "Fuck you guys, do
Yeah.
my own thing." And
The
then he
only
did his
time
own
to where,
thing.
yeah, Sergio got pissed at System of a Down, but most of the times it's stuff like Chester Bennington, God rest his soul, or the guitarist of Metallica dying. That's like the only time where major bands will lose a member and kind of stop. Thankfully, Metallica's still going and going strong, with
Right.
planning to release a record either in 2021 or 2022. But I don't know.
Okay, here's a talking point that I'm nabbing from IGN. It's a question they ask. Are you more excited or nervous to see Halo Infinite at E3 2021?
Oh man, this is the question. We're gonna have to cover this closer to when
Yeah.
E3 comes out, but
But still, it's good to talk about. I think,
Yeah.
okay, despite my undying love for Halo, I feel like in terms of mainstream popularity, Halo is on its last legs. Right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know about MCC's Resurrection. All right, Halo 5 was just a shit show.
yeah,
Right.
Halo 4 was the best-selling Halo because it was coming off of the coattails of Reach.
I don't believe that.
But-
Hang on, let me look up this.
No, it is
best-selling
one of
Halo.
the best-selling.
Hold up. One of the. I'm a Halo 3 stan, and I stand by that. It's either Halo 3 or 2 that's the best selling. I know Halo 2 specifically. That shit
2
on the
was
news,
the
man.
most highly sold Halo game. But then again, it was also the
Yeah.
pioneer of Xbox Live.
Yeah, 2 was also on the news. 2 was on Jimmy Kimmel, and granted, so was 3. But still, 2 had billboards, right? 2 was a pioneer, and not a lot of people realize this. The Halo trilogy in general, 1, 2, and 3, and like some are each. Those were like cornerstones of the market. They were the things you know about first-person shooters right now would not exist if it weren't for Halo. Beta
Yeah.
modes wouldn't exist. Twin stick controls probably would have come around later, but they wouldn't have come out as soon if it weren't for Halo. right? Before, okay, I remember hearing this. So there was a PlayStation port of Half-Life 1 that was released I think in the same month as Halo 1, and it still used fucking lock-on controls
Yeah,
in a
and it's
first-person
stuff like
shooter.
this to where Halo's rousing success gave it the ability. Cumulatively, as of October 2015, it made over $4.6 billion.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's really insane. Cumulatively, as of February 24th, 2021, it sold over 81 million units.
Yeah, and to see it fall off this much, it's kind of sad. And granted, this isn't 343's fault. This issue started with Reach. I feel like a lot of modern Halo's problems started with Reach, but were only exacerbated by 343.
Yeah.
Like,
People
Reach made
mostly.
a lot of, people made, okay, Reach made a lot of wild card decisions, but that's just because it was a spin-off, and it was Bungie's last Halo.
Yeah, it was their swan song
Yeah.
and Ninth Symphony. It was their ending. And
Yeah, they were like, fuck it, let's throw shit at the wall.
yeah,
right?
let's throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, and 343, they picked that up and they carried those like weird ass ideas, some of them which worked, some of them didn't, and just carried them over to the next game without making any solid improvements. For example, armor abilities. A lot of people say they're bad. I say they just weren't implemented well.
Yeah, and
Halo 4, that could have been an opportunity to implement them in a correct way.
they did fix some of it though.
Yeah, they did fix some of it. In my mind, the only real way to make armor abilities work is if they're treated more like power weapons. They spawn on the map, and in competitive Halo Reach, that is how they worked, right?
Yeah, I remember doing comp.
They had set like timers on them and stuff. 343 could have put that in 4, and it could have been an amazing tournament shooter. But no, they Call of Duty, baby. Kill
Yeah, I remember going into the Halo competitive season for 2013-14. It was hard. It was difficult. I didn't make the qualifiers, but it was very fun. And looking at Metacritic and the scores, Halo 1 is the highest rated Halo game at 97%.
Yeah,
And the lowest rated is, and this is strictly for Xbox One, is Halo Spartan Assault at 53%.
Oh, baby, I have Halo Spartan Assault installed on my Xbox. Halo Spartan Assault is unique for one reason, other than it being a top-down twin stick. But Spartan Assault has a 2-player co-op mode that I have yet to find anybody to do with. Well, I did it once with a friend of mine from school. It is 2-player co-op, and it's just a horde mode from Gears, but with the Flood, right?
The only other game that was below 80 is Halo Wars 2, and that was 79.
Right, and Halo Wars 2 ain't that bad.
Halo Wars 2 is really good for the 343 era.
Yeah.
I mean, Halo 5 Guardians, somehow it's 84%. Halo 4 was 87. That is the highest rating of a 343 era game. And
because Halo 4 just, out of the two, okay, here's my thing. Out of the two, I take Halo 4 over 5 any day. Because here's the thing about 5. Yes, I know it has its fans. But I think 5 just doesn't understand what it is to have a Halo game. Because 5 is just, let's make it super competitive. Let's load it up with all this stuff. Right? But it doesn't feel like Halo. I'm using a fucking jetpack. Right? I'm sliding around like it's Titanfall. That's not Halo. And on top of that, I don't need to sweat my ass off every match. Compare that to Halos 1, 2, and 3, and Reach. Right? Those games, casual baseline, can get competitive. That's
it can get very competitive.
Yeah, Halo 4 was too casual with very little competitive offerings. Halo 5 has too much competitive offerings with no real casual offerings. Yeah, sure, you have the social playlist and Infected and stuff, but people Infected too seriously. Like, I remember one of my friends, right, one of the people he played with, I remember joining the party, and she was like, guys, I'm not going to play Infected with y'all anymore because I just get too competitive and y'all slow me down. And I remember thinking in my head, well, first, I remember thinking, well, I get a load of this fucking bitch. What the fuck? How pretentious do you need to be to say something like that? And two, I thought, that's not Infected. I remember going on Halo Reach and infected back when Halo Reach was big, and I remember having a blast because I was like graded. You just sit back, you play infected for hours. Don't know why, because it's casual and it's fun, right? You don't need to be like fucking sweating bullets with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's not how it works. How it works, you know?
And sadly, that's what they how they want it to work, and it sucks.
Yeah. So to answer the question, I am really nervous about seeing Halo Infinite again. When I first saw it, I was overjoyed with hype. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care about the graphics. I didn't care about any of that. See Halo again after 5 fucking years. All right, it was great.
Not to mention, it still looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff, and I like the fact that they got rid of the hexagons. I like that. What I don't like,
Even with the hexagons, I still liked it.
still like, yeah, I don't know. I'm really nervous, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think we're just about to pass the 1 hour mark, and
Pretty eventful podcast. We talked about Halo, Elder Scrolls,
yeah.
Cock.
We'll see you guys next time for the next run, and remember to stay cool. Thanks for tuning in to AirCon, and we will see you next time.